Very good morning to all of you, and welcome to Freebell with Team. And welcome to Prebell with Team William India. Today, May 13, 2024, and a clear disclaimer. Please go through it. Okay, so let's begin with Nifty 50 setup. So last week was very tough for the markets. There was some sharp fall in the market after hitting a fresh high, and it was quite around 1,000 points of fall in the Nifty, and there was a lot of sell-off in the global markets as well. On Friday, Nifty didn't made a new low and tried to hold about the Thursday's low. But if you can see over here, downside on the volume side, the volume was a bit on the lower side. But the good part was that the fall stopped, and the new low was not met. Now, if you look at the most important level to watch out, then that will be the 50 DMA. You want the 50 DMA to reclaim as soon as possible. So generally, what's happening since January, we attempted a lot of many a times we came close to 50 DMA, got support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay. So out of that 5 times, here we were down 2 days below 50 DMA. Here also, this was the first, and this was, I think, the second. So almost couple of days, 1, 2 days below 50 DMA, and that's fine. So we are already down 2 days below 50 DMA. So we want today or maybe by tomorrow, you want 50 DMA to reclaim. And if that happens, then I think we might, continue a bit on the higher side. We might consolidate over here, or we might try to move near the new high. On the flip side, if we fail again, I think if the Thursday's low, जो अराउंड 900 950 के बीच में जो 950 के अराउंड लो बना था 970 के अराउंड, अगर वो भी ब्रीच हो जाता है 22 के नीचे जाके वो ब्रीच हो जाता है, then I think we might see some more fall. And then broadly, if you look at the downside levels, then ये 700 to 800 important हो जाता है. So this is level to watch out on the downside in this week. ठीक है, 700 से 800 नीचे की तरफ ये वीक में होल्ड करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. उसके नीचे there's no clear support level, because twice it happens that it found a support between 700 to 800 level after reaching the 50 DMA. So let's see how it holds over there. If you look at the key news today, AB Capital, CE Infotube Investment, GIC Housing Finance, Varun Beverage, Inox, JSPL, Zomato, UPL, and others will be reporting today. टाटा मोटर्स का रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ काफी अच्छा था, प्रॉफिट भी अच्छा सर्ज हुआ, बट देयर वाज सम वन ऑफ्स. अगेन आयशर Q4 revenue grew around 9.4% and profit increased 32%. Union Bank's Q4 NII grew around 14 to 15%, while net profit grew around 20%. So this is a decent one. There are other results as well. The Newland Lab, TCI Express, APL Apollo, ये सबका वीकर ग्रोथ रहा है रिलेटिवली. ओके, दिलीप बिल्डकॉइन का अर्निंग्स काफी अच्छा आया था, बट द गाइडेंस वाज क्वाइट अ बिट ऑन द muted side. ABB India, not mentioned over here, but it reported a very strong number. Okay, margin was up around 4 to 5, around 4.8%, and order inflow was also up around 15% on the YOY basis. So that was good. Thermex में भी अच्छा results आया. Revenue growth was around 20%, while margin was up around 1%. So margin expansion, revenue growth दोनों हुआ है, and that is quite positive for it. Even Piramal Pharma, that also reported a healthy Q4 number with revenue growth of 18% and the margin increase of around 4.6%. So mixed one, but there are many positive news that has came out. If you look at the global market, US again closed positive. Dow S&P closed around 0.2 0.3% higher. And if you look at the Nasdaq, the closing was quite flat. The Asian market this morning is trading relatively muted, no major action. Nikkei is just positive, while the Shanghai and Kospi are around 20 pips on the downside. So no major movement as far as the global markets are concerned. Even Gift Nifty, it also indicates muted opening. So if you look at the last week's closing that and F&O, that was somewhere around 22,100 and 2030, and it's almost around 110 level Gift Nifty. So maybe 10-20 points here and there is what the current Gift Nifty status is indicating. So I'm not expecting major swings at while they open, but once we open, then it will be important to see that if we hold the low of the last week, that is more important. First Friday and then second the Thursday. Okay, the stock of the day we have selected Arvindo Pharma. So it's a very good setup over here. It is forming a consolidation base trading above all its key moving averages. So last week, when the market was a bit in the trouble, we saw that Arvindo Pharma was able to hold its key moving averages, even the 21 DMA, the green line over here, if you can see, that is the 21 DMA, or every time it was able to hold that green line, that is the 21 DMA, and it's trading well 2-3% above its 50 DMA. So this is positive setup, guys. जब मार्केट में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, वहां पे सेल ऑफ हो रहा है, उस टाइम भी अगर स्टॉक एक रेजिलियंट रहता है, then that is quite positive. So let's see. Do not hurry to take positions over here. Do your own research, but it is still 4% to pivot. So now it becomes important how it covers this 4%. You want this 4% it to reclaim on the higher volume. So if that happens, then I think it will be in a blue sky zone, and 0 to 5% after the pivot will be the ideal buy zone according to O'Neill methodology. The fundamentals of Arvind Pharma have been good. The EPS strength is decent. The buyer demand is good. Even the RS is holding. Like you can see, it is gradually improving as the base is getting formed. अगर आप February से base बनना start हुआ ये sell off के बाद अगर आप देखें, then quite well it is improving. And while base अभी ये वाला जब selling खत्म हुआ, उसके बाद there was some good volume buying as well. But then after that, whenever there was a good buying, the volume was on a relatively higher side. और जब भी sell off होता था तब देखो volume थोड़ा low रहता था. So this is a ideal way to form a base, and it's a good setup. So now the important part is to see how it covers this 4% to pivot. So that's it for today's session. Thank you for joining. See you again tomorrow at 8:45 a.m.